Okay, I'll try and do this update. Today I walked. I'm on foot, and I walked from where I live all the way to the streets. It's a little windy. So this would be like, by the time I get back to Flower Bluff, which is over the bridge, I don't know, maybe 7 miles or something. But I used to walk that much a lot, and also when I go to New Jersey, I'm going to be walking a lot. So I figured, I was very tired today, and I thought I'd rest. And been having a lot of pain. I noticed this morning there's a big bruise on my side. I didn't look or notice it before, so it just struck me funny. I don't remember hitting myself, working underneath the car. I worked on the tail light. Today, I mentioned my dog, and I'll do a little news, and then I'm going to walk back over my bridge. Today, we put our dog down. She had to be put to sleep. I thought they put her down a few days ago, but then we prayed. I prayed for her, and she lasted a few more days. And I was a little upset because my wife had left, and my kids worked out everything. They had her cremated, and they'll spend about $200 to do like a little plot for her. But then the pet place showed up at my door, and they said, "We're here to pick up the animal." And I said, "I don't think my dog is here. The dead body." So I texted my wife, and of course then she rang the bell again. The lady, "Your wife said it's on, in a bag in the bedroom," which is fine. So I actually picked up my beautiful little McKenna. And so I'll do a little news. Yesterday I mentioned that it was on Saturday that in Schoharie, New York, where I have been hunting, upstate New York, there was a limousine accident that took the lives of 20 people. All 18 people in the limo were killed, and 2 other people died in that crash. And then it said the NTSB, which is a federal agency, was investigating or went out there, which I thought was strange. But I just mentioned on the video yesterday that it was reported some people heard a loud explosion. Okay, it just sounded strange to me. When you have train wrecks, which are federal, yes, NTSB investigates airplanes, aviation, but for a vehicle crash, I didn't know why a federal agency would be on the scene. Well, today I just saw on the news, first time I really checked it today, the owner of that limousine service, a Muslim man, was an undercover FBI agent who actually wore a wire for various sting operations looking for radical mosques and stuff. And it just makes us now question a little bit more. I don't remember, wrecks, when everybody dies in Iraq, 18 people were killed. And of course the media is now reporting it was in really bad shape. People on the limousine were texting, "This is one of the worst limos we've ever been on." Look, when vehicles are in real bad shape, we understand. They might even break down and nobody will die. But when a limousine, the narrative right now is it was in such bad shape, that's why 18 people were killed. I mean, if a vehicle is in such good shape and is able to do, 250 and then crash, being in such bad condition doesn't really give us a sufficient explanation for why 20 people were killed in a car accident. And yes, we have that happen in buses or whatever, tragically, meaning they go off the ravine, they go off a hill. It's just strange that a vehicle would run a stop sign. People would say they heard an explosion and 20 people were killed. That's all. It's just strange, that's all. The little news update I'll do. I actually had my dollar giveaway. I'd like to start walking back, but it's windy. And it lets you see the bridge. I ran into one of my homeless friends walking this long walk today. Correct. He got the dollar and he got a cigarette. There's some talk also in the Democratic Party of trying to impeach a Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh, just like, you could begin impeaching people looking into their past lives. I am not anti-gay, and I have gay friends. I mentioned to somebody the last few months, I said, we do have, if you will, the first open lesbian Supreme Court justice. I forgot who I was telling this to. A person that's politically active or follows news. They said, who? I said, Elena Kagan, who President Obama nominated. I said at the time, it wasn't a secret that she has a female partner and all of that. It didn't come up. It didn't. But what I would then question is, the national statistics for exploiting children. There's a rating that our government actually, it's not popular or politically correct, but the rating is the number one offenders when they profile, child abductions or child sexual assault. This is not to be judgmental, this is just a fact. Are male homosexuals. They're considered like the number one offenders, in particular child sexual assault type things. Whether that same rating applies to ladies, lesbians, or whatever. But if we're going to begin a process of saying, it seems like the Democrats are saying we want to go back and check everything. If Justice Kavanaugh lied about his drinking. Should we now look into, not whether Ms. Kagan has a voluntary relationship with another woman, which it was not really a secret in Washington circles. It just seemed like they didn't want to make it a big thing. But should we go back and say, was there ever a time where you crossed the line, maybe when you were younger and you had a relationship with a minor? Being I just gave you the rating, okay? Statistics on these things. And if they want to go down all that road, they can go down that road. Meaning you start impeaching Supreme Court justices that the other side would put in, whether Democrats in presidency or a Republican. And the Democrats have just opened up that door, but they seem to have gone down those roads already. So this is just that one update. I'll go short because Facebook upload, which I hope to put it on right now. If I go over 15 minutes, I won't be able to upload it from the mobile device, okay? There's not a lot of big local news. I checked all the news just now before I spoke, and I just figured I'd mention that. It's a little strange to me that the owner of that limousine service was indeed an FBI undercover, like sting person they used, who wore a wire, which would make it, if other radical Islamic groups found out, that would make him a target, okay? So we just want to keep our eyes open. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying there was some strange things in that particular account. All right, this is a little update, and I'll have some teaching videos tonight. Hope you got a good view, and I'm heading